So, I just came from the food bank. When you watch the show, you'll see all the clues that it shows you at the food bank, okay? So I brought my food back, but this video is going up to YouTube, so you won't know anything about it. So I'm gonna show you some information here. So because I'm having a hard time choosing between Jaden and Olivia, and it's really complex and difficult, the position I'm in, because I've now fallen in love with the concept of being with Olivia, because Jaden, she doesn't love me. She hates me. She loves Sean. So I'm sitting here brokenhearted because I'm putting all my eggs in the basket that I can come in between her and Sean and potentially their new baby. And the evidence I've been shown is that bond is unbreakable. I've tried to break it every 9 lives, and every time I try to break it, I can't break it. So in the event that it plays out the same way, Jaden and Sean, then just know that I'm okay. I'll be okay with Olivia. That's what I want. That's what I want. I made a sacrifice. My sacrifice was allowing you guys to get pregnant, to have that baby, so you can be happy. And I could prove that I'm the Alpha and Omega. But in doing so, I'm creating that bond even tighter with you guys. Meaning you're going to want to leave each other because of the baby. So what do? Well, that's why I'm pursuing Olivia. So when I went to the food bank today, there was a bunch of clues over there. I should pull up that number, I guess. Okay, so where's their number? Okay, you see their number here? So the 551, that's me. I'm 51. I'll be 52 this year, I think. Yeah, 52. I'll be 52 in March, so I'm 51. But the 9, it represents me having those nine elements in that diagram that I keep showing you guys. Where I say I'm all 9 of those. Or I'm the Alpha and the Omega. The 3 represents Jaden, Sean, and a baby. The 89 represents I'll put this right here. So okay, over here. You see that green thing there? That's what it represents. Jaden. Okay? So now where did it go, man? Why the hell does it do that? So that's the 89. And then the 3 and the 9, that's 3 times 9 is 27. 27 is Amy Winehouse. She died when she was 27. Well, this was technically supposed to be Jaden's residence. Because her name is Amy, like her middle name is Amy, it means Amy Winehouse. But my ex has the name Sherry, so Sherry Wine, because there's a type of wine called Sherry. So this is Sherry Wine's house. But it was supposed to be Amy Wine's house. So that's what Amy Winehouse means. So that's what the 3 times 9 means. It means the death of my person that I've been chasing after for like 8 years now, Jaden. It's the death of her because of the baby over here that she has with Sean. So that leaves the number 42. That's 4 elements, 2 creators. Which is me trying to turn Olivia Rodrigo into the new mother of all creation, because I'm sitting here in between a rock and a hard spot. I know that she's down there, as far as I know. She doesn't want anything to do with me, right? As far as I can tell. But how do I know that, Jaden? How do I know that you're not sitting down there wondering where the hell I am because of those 2 letters I wrote, right? Like, I'm sure the first letter I wrote, broke your heart. The second letter, when I wrote to the community and told her that you were the new mother of all creation, and there was a little bit of information in there that you could digest logically and understand, it could be that second letter is like, it ignited something in you. Like, where is this guy, man? I thought he'd be here by now, like with another story, because he piqued my interest once he said I was a creator. But now he's not here. How do I know that you're not feeling that on the inside? And you're waiting for me to come forward with something to save you, right? And if I come forward with something to save you, are you gonna accept that? Will you accept it? Like by the time you watch this video, is it enough for you? Because you need to know that I'm pursuing Olivia because I think that you don't want anything to do with me, and I'm okay with pursuing Olivia because she looks a lot like Sherry. I made this ultimate sacrifice for you to have the baby to save your life so that you wouldn't perish. Now that you have the baby, are you happy in that relationship? Can you be happy in that relationship? Can you let me be happy? Cut me loose so I go chase Olivia. I made a sacrifice. Maybe you need to make a sacrifice so that I can go pursue Olivia. But I don't know, man. This bugs the shit out of me. So you see how that's purple there? Okay. You wouldn't know anything what that means, right? Well, hockey player Matthew Allen, right? Reflects the light of Jesus on and off the ice. That's me on crystal meth, right? Waging spiritual warfare here. So you're reflecting on me being the light or the Son of Man through the Jesus, and you're reflecting on my spiritual warfare habits of what I did in this house on crystal meth or ice. That's your uncle Matthew, right? That's Barry Allen, who's the Flash. It's a representation of me. So this is you, right? Which is it's telling me that you're reflecting on what I just said. Like, if there's any chance that you want to pursue me, you need to let me know. That's what, and this little information here tells me that you're possibly interested in that possibility. However, because it's purple, it represents Olivia. Okay. Oops. So when she's doing her thing there, it's purple, right? So that purple moon is connected to that there. And the story I just told you, that I want to pursue this woman because she looks a lot like Sherry, and I could see myself spending forever with her as the new mother of all creation. I'm happy with what I'm pursuing here, and you don't know that. I've fallen out of love with you. Wow, as much as I've fallen in love with your spirit, but your spirit is the grandmother, that means I can love anybody I want. And right now, because you don't know anything about me or anything, I'm working behind the scenes here, and I've fallen for this concept of being with Olivia forever. So that purple there represents the two choices, you plus her. But now this makes me think, are you going to reflect and want to come in between me and my happiness with Olivia? Are you going to do that? But then how do I know that Olivia's a sure deal? I don't. I could toss you away to pursue this invisible dream, and then when the time comes to get with her, she shoots me down, rejects me, and then what? I'll be screwed. So, what do I do? I gotta move that stuff a little bit. I don't know if that's recording. So, you see how that's purple there? Oh, come on now, text now. What the hell, man? So, down here it says get started. So I deleted my phone app because I was getting a bunch of phone calls. I don't know where I'm coming from, but I just keep getting phone calls. I can't hear them, so I deleted it. I restarted it. I reinstalled it, and then I happened to notice that it's purple. Where did I see that purple before? On Olivia, meaning get started with Olivia. That's what that means, Jaden. I need to get started with Olivia. Do you see this here? Right? Instant oats, right? Right here. You see where it says Gru? Okay. Gru is that guy from what the hell is that again? He does the he's a bad guy. I forget what the hell his name is now. I don't remember the name of the damn shows that he does. He does Minions, right? Minions. 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 The Rise of Gru. Okay, so that's that guy, Gru. Okay, and there's the name there, Gru. And then this is AU. That AU is short for Australia. Okay, so Australia was a penal colony. So because they're a penal colony, there's an association to prisoner. So the prisoner means Miley Cyrus. So prisoner. I mean, it means that, you know, Gru, prisoner. Okay. So to understand that, you need to look at the Olivia Rodrigo moon again. Minions, right here. So you see the minion ones? Right there? Minions, tonight we steal the moon. Okay? So, get off of there. Get off. Oh, come on. So, that Minions, tonight we steal the moon means this here is Olivia. And this is you, Jaden, prisoner. Why are you a prisoner? Well, you're a prisoner. Your heart is prison. You're in prison with Sean and your baby. You guys are stuck together like a group of prisoners. And there's nothing I can do to break that bond. I mean, first loves is almost impossible to break. You know, you guys have been together as first loves for going on 8 years. Now you have a baby, and I'm expected to come in between that? I don't think so. So that's what that represents. You guys are prisoners with your love. But there's an option for me to escape prison with Olivia. Tonight we steal the moon. So if you go over to over the moon here. So if you watch this trailer, Over the Moon, what that means is you think I'm an asshole and you're over me. Over the asshole Anthony, over the moon. And at the beginning there, it talks about a man and a woman were in love. But she accidentally took a magic potion and floated away from her true love. Now she waits for him on the moon. So that's a representation of you falling out of love with Sean because of the videos I'm creating, because of the story I'm creating. And then you leaving Sean to get with me. But meanwhile, Sean's supposed to be your true love because you guys have been loved since the beginning. And if I come in between that, you know, I'm going to break Sean's heart. But I don't know if that's true or not, because perhaps he wants to get with Camila Cabello. Perhaps you guys are okay with splitting apart, getting with Camila Cabello. But where it is right now, I kind of want you guys to stay together so I can pursue this thing with Olivia. But at the same time, I don't want to get rejected by Olivia and then end up with nobody. Well, I'm not end up with nobody. I was somebody. You know, and then there's a great deal of fear, a little bit of fear in that, you know, perhaps they played it this way over and over and over, where they tempt me with all kinds of, you know, sweet voiced maidens to try to pull me away from you. And in doing that, when I make this video that I'm making now, the decision to stay with Sean by telling you to stay there is what keeps us in this prison because you don't get with me, and I need to get with you to combine our elements because there is no other creator except you. So, in past lives, perhaps that's all they want, and got rid of us all the time because I keep you over there with Sean, and then, I try to, buy my soul with Olivia, and then nothing happens, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, but I can't tell what's real and what's fiction. So I have to be err on the side of caution in terms of that, right? So, I would take this here. Well, what's Patax? All right. So the PA means father, and then the T and A means tits and ass. AKs, like AK-47s, okay? So this represents there being more than one creator. So it means like father, tits and ass, AKs, meaning I could get with Olivia because it's purple, right? But at the same time, it could be the other father manipulating me into believing that I'm supposed to, let you guys be happy, that I go find love elsewhere. But then it's like, that fake father, TNA, tits and ass, AK-47, meaning that's how he kills me with AK-47 by getting me to pursue somebody else. So this little information here, it doesn't help me, and that's the frustrating part because it looks like it's for me, but at the same time, it looks like it's for the bad guys. What else we got here? I got some honey here, so. Wolf. Okay, so. Now here it says a blend of, it says right there, a blend of Brazilian and Canadian honey. So that's a representation of there being, I could marry somebody in Brazil because I'm from Canada and make them my queen bee. So this counteracts that, meaning I do have the option to get with somebody else out there. But how do I know this isn't from evil and not from the good guys? That's the frustrating part. So now I got this this cake here. It says enjoy 3 off. The 3 is Jaden, Sean, and their baby, and they're off. But we also have that heart on there, right? That's Olivia, because that's the color of her her shoulder. She wears it's violet or purple, right? So this is a representation of pursuing Olivia. So these clues, they're legitimate, but they just happen to be coming on a day where I'm out of food and I had to go to the food bank. So none of this information can be trusted in actuality. So that's the other difficult part. But if I was to trust it, I would say, okay, you guys, want to stay in your prison, go down there. Okay. The hockey thing here, that's you. I'm okay. I got another person. I got another gun I can use. It's okay here. This one here. Looks like Olivia wants to be the gun here. So that's where I'm at. I'm frustrated, and if you've watched my other videos, Jen, the other ones I told you that I was falling out of love with you, and I am. It doesn't scare me anymore. Like I said before, I'm like, now I want to go pursue this girl, but the only thing is I'm worried about what your thoughts are in the situation, because I don't, at the same time, I don't want to hurt your heart by leaving you behind forever. Okay. So that's where I'm at, Jane. So in the previous videos, you heard me talk about Tatum, right? You're probably like, what the hell? Where does Tatum come from? So this video is for you, just to give you an update where I'm at emotionally. I'm drained. I'm falling out of love with you, and I'm hanging on by what they call it, hanging on by a moment, hanging on by a thread. I'm gonna still keep that flame there for you in case you want to come home, but you need to know that The torch, the torch is over here for Olivia now. There's a big torch over here, but there's still like a little candle flame over here for you that can always be reignited, depending on what you want to do. But in order for me to know what you want to do, I need to know what your stance is on this. Do you want to stay with Sean and your family, and do you want me to go pursue somebody else? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. As I said, that could be a trap too. Could be how evil kept us here all this time. Make us fall apart, stay away from one another, so that you and I can't combine our elements and get out of here, and then we lose again. But I don't know. You see that thing there? It's black, like a trap. That's my brother has one of those cargo wagons, and it's black like that. But his name is Trap. So what I just said is, how do I know this ain't a trap to keep us here? Well, I don't, because this is food bank day. That thing that went by there telling me that it's a trap tells me it's not a trap. It's the bad guys wanting me to believe it's a trap so that I won't find happiness with Olivia. Frustrating as hell. So, anyhow, what else we got here? So, as is for you guys here, the final one. So the pi, 3.14 as 10. So I'm all 10. Like when I say I'm all 10 elements, I am. I'm not bullshitting. So because I'm all 10 elements, the pi means I can marry anyone on this planet Earth. It doesn't have to be Jaden. That's the thing. And that's the final clue I needed. Because, you guys out there thinking, we got him in this trap. We've always done this. We don't know. You don't got me in no trap, man, because I'm all 10. Grandmother's inside of me. And the minute, I make love with somebody and bum my soul to them, she'll enter that person. Which in this case, I want it to be Olivia, because Jaden's down there in London all happy with her family.